Kevin, last night was our first session back as an academy since lockdown. How was it?
Yeah, I have to say, first and foremost, it was fantastic to be back. Not just for the players, but for the coaches. It was just smiles all around, if I'm being honest. Yes, there was a lot of preparation within it beforehand, and there was a lot of procedures beforehand that was completely alien to us. But it's like anything. Since this pandemic kicked in, and nothing's a surprise. So people are ready for it, and people expect these kind of things now. And it was all worth it at the end of the day, Ben, because seeing them just coming in with a smile on the face and being able to get a football on a grass pitch and get some form of coaching done was just really, really good, you know.
Mm-hmm. Everything went to plan?
Yeah, everything went to plan. Obviously, when there's human beings involved, there's always going to be things are not going to go exactly how you planned them in terms of maybe timing of things and people coming too early, too late. So there's a few things that and that's the reason I went first with the 13, so we can make the Zoom call last night with yourselves, so we can just point out any wee tips we can give just to improve any as the nights go on, you know. So it's all new days for the very first session, but all in all, it all went very successfully, you know.
As an academy, we've had requests from local clubs asking how we plan to return to training in terms of preparation, in terms of pitch, infrastructure, all those kind of things.
Yeah, I suppose like we're no different than any other club when we got the guidelines out and the FAI guidelines. It can seem a bit daunting. I don't blame clubs for being nervous, but the main thing you have to look at is the long term, and we're only worried about the players' development. And no matter what we had to do, we're going to do it to make sure we're back. So I suppose basically we got a plan in place first of all, and the plan started with us as a committee getting the pitches organised, and making sure there was enough room, and then getting the PPE gear. Your temperature guns, those kind of things, the basics, the gloves, the sanitizing gels, making sure we had enough equipment, how we're going to cleanse the balls after every session. But once you actually get down into it and have everything there, things actually seem a wee bit easier. It's not as daunting as it seems. Once you've that done and dusted for the first night, it probably took us 10 minutes to do all the players' temperatures and attendance and make sure everything's done. Players, as they entered the pitch, they obviously sanitize their hands, and then they make their way down to the warm-up station, where again they're going to be stationed distance area. So there was a lot of things went into it, but nobody arrived on that pitch, including the coaches, staff, anybody, before they were prepped. We had Zoom calls, we sent documents out to the parents, and we asked them to sign consent forms to make sure they've read and understood the guidelines that we've put in place. So once you get all that done, and there's no getting away from it, there's a bit of work went into it. It does take a wee bit of preparing, but it's worth it. And I would encourage any club. And I'm hearing rumours that clubs are thinking of not coming back because of this and because of that, and I just think that is absolutely crazy. You can't have a kid going a full year without some form of football. And that was in the back of our minds, in the back of our coaches. The coaches, to be fair to our coaches, we have a fantastic group of coaches who are mad keen to get back into it as well. And the players' development is at the back of their minds. And again, it's just about using your head, having common sense, and making sure the players arrive. They just don't arrive and it's just carnage. They arrive with a picture in their head. They know, yeah, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get temperature taken. I'm going to get my hands washed. Training's going to be a wee bit different. Those kind of things. Once you have those kind of things preached to the players and parents, then things will kind of mold into one.
In terms of, as you said, the preparation, I mean, after kids and coaches get used to it, the only real difference in terms of training before lockdown to now is the social distancing and the no contact, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And another bit of advice that we've probably given the coaches and yourself included, Ben, would have been like the warm-ups are just going to be much longer than they used to be, and because they're just not conditioned to be playing football and going straight into the drills like we're used to. So there's going to be a mixture of engaging and firing up all the major muscles. Some core work, they fire up their core muscles, and obviously a proper warm-up. So the warm-up last night lasted, they got to 20 minutes. So those kind of things, and then the cool down is just going to be that wee bit longer and more meticulous to make sure you don't give anybody any injuries. So that's another tip I would give clubs: prepare for your warm up and cool downs as much as your sessions. And again, we just didn't bring them in and says, yes, brilliant, it's great to get back and do any kind of session. We try to do a social distance session with a bit of purpose to it. And again, as you can probably see from the video clips you're going to put on, Ben, that there's no rocket science to a lot of it. Like if you're doing a football fitness drill, it's probably nearly identical to stuff that you would have been doing anyway, because players when they're running and they're at certain cones, they're 3, 4, 5 meters apart anyway, so it ties in very well to what we're trying to do.